Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on something a little bit different there than usual. I am actually going to be streaming this live on Twitch right now, of course, you guys are watching. If you guys see this on YouTube, then that means it's pre-recorded, so please keep that in mind. Good day Logan, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, glad you can join us there. Today we're actually going to do something quite a bit different. We're going to be building our team for the Tiny Tournament. Now, of course, I've got my game in the background here. We can do some test battles as well if anybody else has a team for the Tiny Tournament. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go through here and just go over a little bit of the rules here for the Tiny Tournament. Now, if you guys don't know what this is a part of the Pokemon Global Link's official tournament site. Essentially, you have to register your game with Game Freak on the Global Link, and your team actually gets registered on your account. So that way you can use those for your tournament. So the idea with this tournament here, we're just going to zoom in just a little bit here, just so you guys can see a little bit better. So the registration for this Tiny Tournament actually begins on the 14th. Now, that is tomorrow, of course, so we can actually start the registration tomorrow. Now, our team doesn't have to be decided until the day of the battle. Now, the day of the tournaments are June 23rd to June 25th. So, to my understanding, this tournament is in double battle format, and you can only use Pokemon that are under a specific height requirement. So, instead of being allowed to use like the Tapu Kokos, the Ultra Beasts, things like that, they've opened it up to the entire Pokédex. However, they've restricted it with legendaries and mythical Pokemon. So you may not be able to bring things such as like Mew or you know, Jirachi, things like that. But the idea is to get you guys to battle with completely random pokes. And guess what, guys? That's exactly what I do. I battle with random Pokemon all the time. So here we are. We're just going to go through the rules, and we'll get into building the Pokemon. So as you're going to see here, we have the list of Pokemon by height. And of course, we've got the National Dex Team Builder up here as well. So we're going to look at all of our weaknesses, all of our resistances, and then we're going to try to make those pokes. Then we're going to get them made. So it's going to be super sick. So essentially here in this tournament, registration for the Tiny Tournament online competition has started. Trainers must put together a team of Pokemon all equal to or less than 1 meter. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so essentially that's meaning that all of your Pokemon have to be under 3 feet 3 inches, so 1 meter. Okay, so for exciting double battles using Pokemon Sun and Moon, qualified participants will receive a Galedite, a Gardevoirite, and a Lapunite. Okay, so those are your Mega Stones that you're going to be getting. The entire National Pokédex is available for you to choose from, as long as the Pokemon is under the maximum height requirement. Plus, mythical Pokemon and some legendary Pokemon will not be permitted. You can use the Poke Transporter to bring Pokemon from earlier games. Pokemon can hold items, including Z-Crystals, but Mega Stones will not be allowed. Check the regulations for a complete list of Pokemon and items that are not permitted in the Tiny Tournament. How's it going there, Waluigi cousin? How's it, man? Glad you could join us there today. To register, you need to, first of all, have your Pokemon Global Link account. You have to have your game registered, and you have to basically apply for the actual tournament. I'm just skipping through it here really quick. Again, the competition goes from Friday, June 23rd to the 25th, and they say here, think big and come up with your best team of diminutive Pokemon to battle in the Tiny Tourney. Hey, Marthex0, how's it going, man? Glad you could join us there today. So we're going to get into the parts here where it's a little bit into the rules. So, of course, they're ranked into different age divisions, if you guys aren't aware of how VGC works. They go by junior and junior, senior, master division. Of course, I'd be in the master division because I'm old as the hills. Alright, so the competition rules. So the competition uses double battle format. Eligible Pokemon are restricted to National Pokédex 1 through 801, excluding Pokemon over 1 meter tall. All mythical Pokemon and some legendary Pokemon a complete list of eligible Pokemon will be available on the Tiny Tourney online competition after registration begins. So tomorrow, they'll show us exactly what Pokemon are available to enter the tournament. Alright. Mega Stones are not allowed. Items are allowed, but trainers may not have duplicate items in the battle team. I thought I could hear something for a minute. Anyway. Alright, so. Register 4 to 6 Pokemon. That's fine. All Pokemon in this competition will be automatically level 50 for the duration of each match. Okay. A 10-minute time limit for each player will automatically be enforced in-game beginning at the start of each battle. When a player's time limit expires, that player will lose the game. At the beginning of each battle, players have 90 seconds to select 4 Pokemon to battle. At the beginning of each turn, players have 45 seconds to select a move or change the Pokemon in battle. If a player has not made their selection at the end of this period, the game will automatically make selections for the player. Okay, players may have up to 15 games per day, 45 battles in total because it goes across 3 days. But yeah, that's about it there for the rules. Nothing much else really in there at the time being. Let's take a look here at the Pokemon that we have. So there's a big list here. So of course, any Pokemon under section 2.4 and under can be used. So that's this section here. Now we're going to zoom in here a little bit more. Oh. All right. So as you can see here in the stream, I don't know if you guys have a full screen or not, but essentially we have the ability to use pretty well all these pokes from this category to 2'11", 2 feet and 7 inches, 2 feet 4 inches, 2, and so on and so forth. Alright, so here's where I'm a little bit stuck because I need to make a team that's going to be beneficial to battle with, but also not something that I'm going to lose interest in. And I don't know about you guys, but I usually like to try to battle with my favorites. Now, as you can see, there's Manaphy, Azelf, Mesprite, and Uxie here. I can almost guarantee that those ones aren't going to be allowed in the actual tournament, so we got to think here. So, my first Pokemon that I wanted to figure out on what to use was Nidorino. Now, Nidorino is a poison type. It's got some good attack onto it. I have a feeling that we could actually do some work with Nidorino. Alright, so Nidorino actually falls under the 2'11" category. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our team planner here for a moment. I'm looking at my third screen here. We're going to try to find Nidorino here. So let me see here if I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys. There we go. Alright, so we need Nidorino. So here we go, Nidorino. So that is our first Pokemon that I want to try to use. Now I should probably have a notepad document up here as well, so that way we can write this down. Alright, here. Alright, so Pokemon number 1. Oh. So I'm actually going to increase the font here quick. Sorry guys, this is completely unplanned. I didn't think about actually doing that here today, but you know what? I really wanted to bring you guys something different for the channel. Something that I don't normally do for you. Alright, so there we go. Pokemon Tiny Tournament 1. Nidorino. So now what we can do is we can actually look up information about Nidorino and its actual attack patterns. So, just a sec here. Just gonna pull up the Cerebi website. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and analyze the actual information here about those pokes. Alright, here we go. So guys, feel free to pipe up anytime here during the stream, of course. I just want to make sure that, you know, if you guys are interested in doing this team building, we'll try to do it a little bit more than normal. There we go. Okay. This is completely random, I know. Okay, so we're on Cerebi's site. Now, I use Cerebi only for the use of their information. So, I mean, I don't really... I used to really be big on Cerebi's website, just following and stuff throughout the years, like way, way, way back, like Gen 1, Gen 2 stuff. But the only thing I use Cerebi's website now for is their moveset decks. So first of all, we're going to look at the information here for Nidorino. So Nidorino can have with him Poison Point, Rivalry, and Hustle. Now Hustle can only be done through transfer. Oh. So Hustle's probably not going to be the best thing for us here, mainly because of the fact that its accuracy for its attacks dropped to 80. So, I don't know. Hustle might not be the best option here for me. However, what I might do is I'm just going to go with the Poison Point. And the reason for that is it's at least reliable. So, first off, it means that, you know, we have a 30% chance of actually, you know, poisoning an actual Pokemon. And, of course, our Nidorino is going to be a physical attacker. So, I mean, in that case, we're going to be able to do more damage with Nidorino. Plus, as well, we'll be able to poison any of those stallers that really come into play. Now, the item that I want to use on Nidorino, I'm not too sure yet what the best option is here. Some people might go for, like, a choice, not a choice band. Yeah, well, choice band or a life orb. Maybe they might go for, like, a choice scarf, maybe, just because of Nidorino himself. Now, if we take a look at the stats, Nidorino's speed can go up to 251 max speed, beneficial nature on level 100. Now, if we look at level 50, where the stats are maxed, its speed can be about 128. I think that's right. Yeah. So 128 max stat. So what I usually look at, guys, I'm going to just go basing off of the level 100 stat, just because that's how I usually build my teams when I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my Nidorino Jolly. And then, of course, for the attacks now, if I were to take a look here, now we're not going to use anything from the transfer moves. We're going to use nothing but New Age movesets. And again, that might be the best course, but it may not be as well. Not sure. We'll soon find out. But we might want to add a Z power to him, just because when we're looking here, it has the ability to go with Breakneck Blitz, All Out Pummeling, Supersonic Sky Strike. It has Acid Downpour. Now, Acid Downpour, its base is 160 for its damage. So, I mean, that might actually be pretty beneficial because, I mean, Poison Jab's roughly about, I think it's 80 or 90 for its damage points. It gets Continental Crush, which could also be a huge factor in the tournament as well. Now, we have to remember that this is a double battle, right? So we want to make sure we go with attacks that aren't going to affect our own Pokemon. Does get Corkscrew Crash, but I mean, because of the fact that it's a poison type, I mean, I don't think Corkscrew Crash is really the best idea. So if we do go with a Z move, we'll probably have Continental Crush, or we might have Acid Downpour. Just because the Acid Downpour might help out more against those tough fairy types. You know, let's say someone brings in a Clefairy with an Evolite. I mean, that could be pretty brutal to try to take down, especially if it's a Calm Minder, or if it is a Cosmic Power Clefairy. I think I said Clefable. I apologize, I meant Clefairy. So let's take a look here. So its egg moves, it gets Counter, Disable, Supersonic, Takedown, Amnesia. It does get Confusion, which is kind of interesting. Beat Up, Sucker Punch, Head Smash. Now Head Smash, 150 damage points. So I mean, that might be something to look into. But we'd have to see if we can get Sucker Punch at the same time. I think Sucker Punch is going to be needed. Let's take a look at its regular attacks here. So really, the only thing that could be beneficial in using Nidorino, well, first of all, Horn Drill. Now, if we go back, I'm not a huge Horn Drill fan, but I've seen people use it in the past, but I don't see any restrictions here to any attacks being restricted. So that means that a Horn Drill Nidorino could play a part. Now, mind you, it's kind of cheesy if we go with a Horn Drill, but then again, you know, may help us out in the long run. So let's take a look here. So we have Nidorino. Let's go with the... I think Poison Jab is going to be our main attack here on him. He has Head Smash. Head Smash was a... Okay, Head Smash is an egg move. Let's take a look here. Normalium Z Horn Drill? I don't know, man. I don't know. So first off, we're looking at Head Smash here. And so far, these Pokemon learn it through breeding. These ones learn it through level up. Now, I don't know what gets Sucker Punch here. What gets it? Sudowoodo. So Sudowoodo gets Sucker Punch through level up. Same thing with Head Smash. So the good news is that we could put Head Smash and Sucker Punch on the same poke. Now that leaves us with one more attack here. Now if you guys know me, I like to get up the Confusion. I like to get up the Attracts. I don't know. I mean, Nidorino might be an idea to put like Supersonic on maybe, or I could go with Horn Drill. However, the item I might want to put onto this one is Wide Lens though. If I do put Horn Drill on, I may want to use Wide Lens, because Wide Lens is going to up its accuracy, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Wide Lens. Here we go. So Wide Lens. An item to be held by a Pokemon. It's a magnifying lens that slightly boosts the accuracy of moves. So, I mean, if we do put a Horn Drill onto our Nidorino, then we may want to put a Wide Lens. So, let's do that. Let's put Wide Lens onto Nidorino, and then what we'll do is we'll put Horn Drill. Now, again, I'm not a huge, like, one-hit KO kind of guy, but in some situations, it may prove to be helpful. So let's just say that's our first Pokemon here. Now we can always come back and work on it at a later time too. We can actually see if that'll work out. Now, if any of you guys have a team for the tiny tournament, let me know. Because what I'll do is I'll make the team tonight and we'll do some battles. Alright, so we got our poison Pokemon. Now we need to get a defensive type poke. So Nidorino is going to be our attacker. Excuse me. So we need something that can do defense. Now, speed is not necessarily needed. How tall is Alolan Muck? Okay, so Alolan Muck is 1 meter. Oh man. I don't know if they're going to allow Alolan Muck. But if they do, that could be a big problem. Okay, so anyways, we have our Nidorino. We need to have something that has some bulk. What Pokemon are you guys thinking about for your defensive type? Just out of curiosity. If anybody is following here. Evolite Grimer could definitely be a thing. Yeah. But I don't think I can have it on my team because I just went with Nidorino, right? Hey Faye Went, how's it going there, bud? Glad you could join us there today. I don't know. That's a very good question. Now, Ferrothorn does come to mind as well. Like, if we take a look, Ferrothorn is just at the cap. Ooh, Intimidate Mawile would be interesting, actually. You're right there, Mr. Hintama Gaming. Let's take a look at Mawile for a sec. Now, of course, Megas aren't allowed, so see if we can find Mawile. There we are. So Mawile is 2 feet. Alright, so let's take a look here at Mawile. So right off the bat, we know that it's under the cap for the height. The only issue that I will have by putting Mawile excuse me, by putting Mawile on the team, if we take a look here, let's find Mawile for a sec. Alright, so first off, if we take a look here, the team is going to be weak against ground. And that's something that we don't want to have too much of. We can definitely add Mawile in there for sure, of course, but we're going to want to think about what to do. Right away, the team is immune to Poison and Dragon, which is good. And the team right now has some pretty good resistances. So how about... Yeah, like what we'll do is we'll put Mawile in here. Let's take a look at Mawile. Now that is Gen 3. Mawile. Alright, so let's put Pokemon number 2. Mawile. Intimidate. Okay, so let's take a look at his attacks here now. So what we'll likely be doing... Oh, it does get stockpiled too, doesn't it? We're probably looking at Play Rough. Iron Head. Let's take a look at some of the other attacks here it can get. So I always like to go straight down to the egg moves. Fire Fang probably won't be helpful in this case. Sucker Punch, maybe. Alright, so Metal Burst. The user retaliates with much greater force against the opponent that last inflicted damage. I mean, we already have Iron Head. I don't think I've ever used Mawile. It does get Rock Slide. It gets Stone Edge. You know what we could do? We could put Attract, make this a female. Okay, if we put Play Rough, Iron Head, and Attract, does it get... I don't think it gets Thunder Wave, does it? No. Yeah, it has Brick Break, Return. I mean, Rock Slide might be helpful. I don't know, Mawile is a good idea, but I think we should maybe back off of Mawile for a minute. Just, that's gonna add too many weaknesses. Okay, let's take a look here at the Pokemon again. Now this is gonna go back and forth quite a bit, guys. I apologize, but I'm doing this live completely out of the blue. I wanted to be able to provide you guys something different. Now there is Clefairy. Clefairy would be interesting. It's too bad I couldn't filter them out by their stats. It's the only thing I wish that we could do. There's a Alolan Dugtrio. Now he's under one meter. Not for defense though. We don't need that for the defense. There's the small Gorgeist. Looks like Hintama Gaming is suggesting Murkrow or Minior. Let's take a look at Murkrow. Alright, so let's go down to the stats for Murkrow here. Now, we can use at least one Evolite on the team. So Murkrow's speed is about 309 at level 100. So what I would most likely do here, I don't know, 201. I wonder if there's a different poke. Let's see here. Let's look at my stats. Probably go Shelter, if Shelter's in the category. Yeah, I have a process there, Hintama. Usually what I do is I usually go with the attacker, then the defensive poke, and then a special attacker, special defense, and then I throw 2 other random pokes in. That would work. But I just have to see what works here. I just need to find a Pokemon that would be good for defense. Pineco could be pretty good, but let's see. I kind of have to follow this process that I have. It's absolutely nutty, but it works. Ooh, there's Rhyhorn too. No, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be any faster than my Nidorino. Rockhead, Reckless. Let's take a look at the defenses here. 317. I think Rhyhorn would be best for our defensive type. Let's try Rhyhorn here for a sec. And we can Evolite that Rhyhorn as well. Okay, let's put Rhyhorn. Now we're probably going to make this Impish, so that way we have the defense. For the... I'm going to put Lightning Rod onto it, maybe. Or Rockhead might be an idea. Reckless would be even better, but... let's go Rockhead, because we're not going with the previous generation hidden abilities. Oh, okay, yeah, their Porygon 2 would be cool, too. I'll see what I can do for a special attacker, but... Or not a special attacker, a special defense poke. But, I don't know, I kind of have this thing about Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's kind of one of my faves, too. Oh my god, Krabby. Krabby would be interesting. A defensive Krabby. Oh, man. Could you imagine? Let's see here. Let's find Krabby. That actually works better because I don't have a double ground weakness. Okay, let's see here. You know what? I'm a big fan of Kingler. Why not have Krabby? Oh, Munchlax would be a fantastic one for a special defense poke for sure. We'll try Munchlax here in a minute. Let's see Krabby for a sec. So let's take a look at Krabby's stats. So first off, we need to see what we're getting here for Rhyhorn. So Rhyhorn was 295 and 317 for defense. So let's take a look at Krabby. So I think Krabby would be interesting. So Krabby is 339 and 306. But if I throw the Evolite onto it, that's going to raise his defense up even higher. And I mean, if his attack can be anywhere between 236 and 339, then how about we go with the Krabby? Armando says, what about an Eevee evolution? I'm thinking about Jolteon for my special attacker. I'm thinking Jolteon personally. I'm just going to write down the... I think X-Scissor was the other one. Rock Slide. I don't want to put Guillotine onto it, but maybe Brick Break. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at Jolteon. Yeah, definitely for sure. I'm definitely thinking Jolteon though. Kind of like, to be honest with you guys, I'm really feeling Kanto Pokes right now. Like, Kanto Pokemon are by far, I think, where I'm at, to be honest with you. Now, Jolteon is, let's see here. Let's find out what category Jolteon's under. I think Jolteon, 2 feet 7 inches. Alright, here we go with Jolteon. Alright, so let's put Jolteon down. So let's take a look at the team planner here for a minute. Now, if we put Jolteon down, we're getting another ground weakness. But if we put an air balloon on Jolteon, then we won't have to worry about getting hit by a ground type attack. So let's give him an air balloon. Okay, so Jolteon, we're going with Volt Absorb, if I'm not mistaken. Gonna make him timid and air balloon. I know I probably spelled that wrong. I apologize. We'll put Hidden Power Ice, Thunderbolt. I always have Attract onto it. Oh yeah, it does get Lightning Rod, doesn't it? So Hintama Gaming is suggesting Raichu. Now, I think the reason why I'm thinking about going for Jolteon is just because I can have the Shadow Ball onto it as well. If I use the Shadow Ball with it, I can easily take out a lot of the ghosts that we may see. I don't think I have to worry about Thunder Wave with this Jolteon. However, if I put Thunder Wave instead of Attract, like usually my Jolteons, I usually have Attract on them. But Thunder Wave might help out too for paralysis. You know what? I think what we'll do is I think we'll keep Jolteon there. Huge fan of Jolteon right now. Just a sec here, I'm just gonna save my game for a sec. Not my game, the Alright. So now we need to have a special defensive poke. Now, someone had suggested Munchlax. So let's put Munchlax on here for just a moment. Now that's generation 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at Munchlax. I'm pretty sure it's under the category. But oh. Okay, so Munchlax is 2 feet. Let's just take a look at the Cerebi site for a minute. We're going to go to the category of Special Defense. Now, Shuckle is Special Defensive, but I'm not a big Shuckle fan. There's also a Carbrink as well. We could go Sliggoo, maybe, if it's under the category. Yeah, Sliggoo is under it's just a little over 2 feet. Sliggoo would be interesting. That would give me another. That would give me a fairy weakness. Let's just take a look here. Sliggoo. Mimikyu would be good for a physical attacker, actually. That may be my third physical attacker. Let's see here, Sliggoo. Although I just already used the Evolate, didn't I? Yeah, let's take a look. So Sliggoo would fit that team, although I feel that my pokes are not going to be that fast. So I'm probably going to have to take Sliggoo out. I don't think it's fast enough. This is the hard part, guys, trying to find pokes that work. Because you know what's going to end up happening is people are just going to use like stuff that's just going to take you out. Okay, let's look at the first category here for a minute. So Comfey would be a Pokemon that would have high special defense. So would Floette. I'm not a huge Ditto fan there, Armando. I find that the problem with Ditto is that you're gonna get stuck with the other person's pokes, so I'd like to kind of control my pokes a little bit myself, I think. But I'm not saying Ditto's bad, I'm just saying it's not really the poke that I would really want to use. So there's Comfey or Floette. Oh, Blossom is always a good poke too. My Blossom's usually pretty good. What do we got on the team here right now? If I put Blossom, where's Blossom here? Blossom could work. And this team isn't actually set in stone either. Hintama says Comfey is good, special defense and speed. Pair with Big Root and Draining Kiss. I think I've used that before. That could be an interesting concept for sure. Sorry guys, I just got itchy for a minute. Okay, let's remove Blossom here for a sec. Let's go for Comfey. Let's see what Comfey has. Oh, I shouldn't have rubbed my eyes. There's Comfey. Alright, let's take a look to see what that does for us. Okay. Okay, so let's put Comfey there instead. So Comfey has 328 and 350 in defense. Special defense, sorry. Okay, so if let's take a look at its ability here for a sec. So there's Flower Veil and Triage. So healing moves have +3 priority when used by this Pokemon. So if we make this one Calm with Triage and a Big Root, let's see here, we'll give it Draining Kiss. The user restores the target's HP by half of its max attack Or HP, it restores more HP when the terrain is grass. The user restores the target's HP by up to half of its HP. So if I put Floral Healing on my Comfey, then does that mean that I can use the Floral Healing on one of my other Pokemon and raise its hit points back up? Gastrodon's a cool Pokemon. I don't know if Gastrodon is... Oh, it is under the category, yeah. Interesting. So Gastrodon could technically be used. However, I think Comfey has a higher special defense. Let me just take a look here. Gastrodon. So Gastrodon, let's see here. Gastrodon has... We've already got a water type on the team. So his special defense can only go up to 289. Max stat, beneficial nature at level 100. So if we were to look at the Comfey versus the Gastrodon, it does have higher special attack, which is nice. But I'm not really a huge Shuckle fan, Marth. Well, I am. Shuckle's cool, but I think the problem with Shuckle is it takes so long to set it up. And I find that in double battles, I don't think that there's enough turns to really do that, get that set up in. I mean, I could be wrong for sure, but... Draining Kiss, Floral Healing. Now, I don't think I want to set up any kind of a grass terrain, do I? Ooh. Intama, you're definitely thinking. Hey, RS Games, how's it going, man? Glad you could join us there today. So Hintama is thinking Jumpluff could work because it deals with Krabby's grass weakness and Nidorino's and Jolteon's ground weakness. Which you would be correct, actually. That would definitely be beneficial rather than Comfey. However, let's take a look at... I'm just going to leave Comfey open here for a moment. Let's go to Jumpluff for a sec. So Jumpluff, let's take a look at its stats here. So it does have 317 special defense and 350 in speed. Now, it does get Infiltrator as well. The protections and... Oh, but that's available through transfer. Yeah. I could probably do that. And speed would definitely allow me to get a Sleep Powder off or a Stun Spore. Perhaps a Cotton Spore. Let's see here. Is Whimsicott also in this category? Because Whimsicott would also be interesting as well. So Whimsicott, let's take a look at Whimsicott here for a sec. I know, guys, this is a very lengthy process, but that would give me a fairy type as well. Alright, so Whimsicott has 364 in speed, 273 in special defense. Now, it does get Prankster. Now, does Cottony gets Stun Spore. It, however, does not get Sleep Powder. But Stun Spore could definitely help out. And... Oh yeah, there's the ground typing as well. Let's forget about Whimsicott. Let's try Jumpluff here, actually. I want to try to make something that's completely different that someone's not gonna, you know, have. We want to make this calm with Infiltrator. The item, probably a Focus Sash, maybe. Well, I don't know. What would you guys think for Jumpluff? We're obviously going to want to put Sleep Powder onto it. Maybe Stun Spore. Stun Spore might be better. Toxapeck. Well, we already have a water type right now there, Armando. We're going for special defense poke right at the moment. That's what we're working on, is special defensive. Now, Jumpluff can get up to about 350, I think it said. Am I right? Sorry, 317, 350 in speed. So we'll definitely want to make it calm. Let's... Okay, let's put Stun Spore. Stun Spore, probably... Let's put Dazzling Gleam. Probably Synthesis. And do I want to go Energy Ball? Probably Energy Ball, I'm assuming. Alright, so that would give me 2 physical attackers, 2 special attackers. Now, I would want to go with something that's quick. So 2 fast Pokemon that can just swoop right in there. So I need a really fast attacker and a really fast special attacker. Now, it doesn't matter what they are at this point, I don't think. Mosquitoes. I got the door open here. Alright, let's take a look here at what other Pokemon are available. So let's go for this category here. So we need a physical attacker. Crobat. I don't think... Is Crobat in that category? Well, we already have a poison type, actually. We already have Nidorino. So we have Nidorino already. Apparently... Oh, man. Skarmory would have been fantastic, actually. Skarmory's... Oh, wait. That's too high up. Crobat is 5'11". Sorry, the page shifted here. So 3 foot 3 inches. So what do we have here right now? Let's take Comfey out. Let's put Jumpluff. Alright. Kartana. I don't think Kartana is allowed because it's considered as it's a mythical or a legendary, I think. So I don't think they're allowing those pokes in there. Sneasel could be cool. Let's take a look at Sneasel for a sec. Let's add Sneasel onto the... where is he here? Sneasel's Generation 2, is it not? Oh, there it is. So the problem with Sneasel is that's going to give me 2 fire weaknesses and 2 rock weaknesses. I don't think Sneasel's going to be able to be used in that case. I don't want to have too many in one category. let's take a look here again. Ooh, Espeon. There is Espeon, that's cool. I don't have a fire type, do I? I don't have anything that does fire on my team. I have grass, electric, and water. I need something that's a fire type. Speed boost Combuskin. I could do that. I don't know. What would you guys think to speed boost Combuskin? Would that be considered as kind of cheating? Let's pull up Combuskin here for a moment. That also gives me a fighting type too. Let me just throw Combuskin in here for a moment. Oh, that gives me 3 weak to ground. Shoot. Oh, but Jolteon's on an air balloon. Shoot. Marowak. Could put Marowak in there. 3 weak to ground as well. Shoot. Let me think for a sec. What could give me a fire attack? It's something that's high special attack, but not actually a fire type. And I may have to take Nidorino out. I don't know. I could look at Growlithe. But let's just take a look here for just a sec. Because I don't think... Like, Growlithe is fast. It is. But I don't think it's going to help me here. $240, $262 in special attack. Charmeleon slow. Excuse me. Fletchinder. Now it's Fletchinder in the category. Oh. Where is it here? And that's Rufflet. Fletchling. Fletchinder. Okay, let's try Fletchinder here. So that gives me 2 weak to rock, 2 weak to ground, 2 weak to electric. But then, if I actually look at this here for just a sec, I've got a counter for everything. So in this situation, for the ground typing, we have Jolteon and Nidorino both weak to ground. And to counter that, I've got Jumpluff. I also would have Fletchinder in that case as well. For grass type issues, we've got Nidorino and Jumpluff. Fire, we've got Krabby. Rock, though, is going to be a problem. What are we resistant to here? We've got something to counter Ghost. Krabby has Brick Break. Okay, we can try Fletchinder. We need something that's going to be fast, special attacking. I'm thinking a Psychic type, personally. Just go back here and take a look. Something that's special attacking. Something fast. Because I don't have a psychic type yet. Looks like Armando is suggesting Sylveon or Espeon. We could go Espeon. I'm just going to take a quick swoop through here just to see what Pokemon are there. Because with Espeon, I can set up Espeon. That would be a pretty good poke. There's Curlia as well. I'm just looking at the other pokes that are in the other categories here. There's Spoink. Can't use Celebi. Could go Porygon, but then I don't. The Evolite's already used on Krabby, and again, I may have to swap Krabby out. Just gonna see what else is here though, but I think Espeon might be my best choice. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Well, I mean, it was unknown, but... Don't really want to use an unknown. Trash, Rumps, Ziggy, Torchic, oh, there's Woobat. Espeon's probably a better choice, though. Don't think Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie are available, but if they were, I probably would choose one of those. Now, the next thing is Mimikyu is going to be a problem here too, right? So we need to keep that in mind when we're doing this. Okay, let's put Espeon down. Could go Abra. Although I didn't see Kadabra in the list. I don't think Kadabra is in the category. Yeah, Kadabra's 4 feet. Shoot. Yeah. There's also Beheeyem. Espeon's probably the best choice. Okay, so let's take a look here at the list. So let's put... Uh-oh. Yeah. Let's put Espeon in. Okay, let's take a look. So Nidorino, Krabby, Jolteon, Jumpluff, Fletchinder, and Espeon. Okay, so we need to put Fletchinder in here. And Espeon. Yeah, unfortunately Kecleon can't be used, but I've used Kecleon before, and Kecleon is a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Okay, just one sec here. So now we just need to figure out the movesets for those last two pokes. Alright, so Fletchinder. We're probably going to give it Gale Wings. It's probably the best one that it can have. Now, for fire attacks, this is going to be probably a problem. I think it can only get Flame Charge for its physical attack. Now what I could do is I could put a Firinium Z onto Fletchinder. So we'll put the Firinium Z onto it, so it gets Flame Charge. So we'll give it Flame Charge. For the rest of the attacks, I think we'll give it Roost. Gonna give it Tailwind. And it should also have a flying attack here somewhere. Uh-oh. Ooh. I'm not sure. Like, Fletchinder doesn't really get any flying type attacks. Like, I mean, it gets acrobatics. It does get fly, though. Could use fly, but then I have to worry about thunder. Oh, Aerial Ace. Could do Aerial Ace. That would be better than... No, what's better? There's acrobatics. The user nimbly strikes the target. If the user is not holding an item, this attack inflicts massive damage. If the user isn't holding an item. Now you guys are suggesting instead of the Firinium, I put the Flynium Z and use Fly. So Z Fly. Okay, let's take a look here for a sec. Let's take a look. Supersonic Sky Strike can do up to 175 damage, and it's guaranteed to attack first. Flynium. I know I probably butchered the typing of that. All right, let's put Fly on it. Then we can do the Z power for Supersonic Sky Strike. Okay. Let's take a look here. Got everything else done. Okay. So now Espeon. Let's take a look at Espeon. I'll go through and I'll put the effort values and everything on these here in a sec. I'm just taking a look at the pokes, just trying to make them here first and see. Where is Espeon? Alright. So obviously we're going to go Magic Bounce. And Timid. Morning Sun. Psyshock is probably the best. Psyshock. Shadow Ball. Morning Sun, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, and Calm Mind. Let's think here for a sec. I could go Calm Mind. I could set him up. Yeah, let's go Calm Mind. Okay. Alright, so to go through the list here, so what we've come up with so far was Nidorino, Poison Point, Wide Lens, Jolly, with Poison Jab, Head Smash, Sucker Punch, and Horn Drill. I might regret putting Horn Drill in there, but we'll keep it. Impish Krabby with the Eviolite, Crabhammer, X-Scissor, Rock Slide, and Brick Break. Jolteon with Volt Absorb, Timid, Air Balloon, Hidden Power Ice, Thunderbolt, Attract, and Shadow Ball. Now I think I might switch out the Attract and put the Thunder Wave. I think Thunder Wave might be a more beneficial idea, but then I have Stun Spore with Jump Bluff, so I might be okay with keeping the Attract. Fletchinder, Gale Wings with Flynium, Flame Charge, Roost, Tailwind, and Fly. Espeon, Magic Bounce, Timid, Morning Sun. Oh, we need to make this Jolly. There we go. Okay. Espeon with Magic Bounce, Timid, Morning Sun, Psy Shock, Shadow Ball, and Calm Mind. So that is the first team that I think I'll give a shot at. Now, does anybody here actually have a tiny tournament team? Out of curiosity. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to spend some time. I'm going to get these pokes made here. And what we'll do is we'll then get to battle them. Air Balloon. Probably put the leftovers on Jump Bluff, eh? Oh, actually, we'll put leftovers on Espeon. I forgot about their items here. Leftovers on Espeon. And Jump Bluff. I need an item for Jump Bluff. Alright, looks like Hintama has a team. Alright, so Jump Bluff, Calm, Infiltrator. I gotta take a look here for a second. Smogon, Strategy Dex. Just gonna take a look to see if we can find Jump Bluff. I don't think we will, but yeah. X and Y. They don't have an item listed. That's weird. You think that they would have an item. Let's go black and white for a sec. What item? Those are gems, leftovers, heat rock. All right, there, Hintama. Let me just see if I can figure out. Man, leftover seems to be the thing to put on him. Just trying to think about what to do here. I don't know what item to put on to. Maybe a citrus berry, maybe. Yeah, we'll put a citrus berry on him. That might help out. Okay. So I'm going to make this team really quick. Hopefully it works out. Just give me a second here. Oh, just a sec. Alright, so I'm going to make this team here on stream, and then we can fight it out there, Hintama. Alright, I just need a stylus. Titles, Pokemon Moon, save data. There we go. All right, it'll just take me a few moments there to get them all made up there, guys. Your patience is definitely appreciated. All right, there we go. I know, you guys are probably like, Corey, what are you doing this for, man? Come on, don't use that. I don't really... I mean, I do have the time, I guess, now to properly uptrain, but I'm not overly concerned right now. Let's see here. Just gotta find my 3DS here. Oh, that's my drop box. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna make these pokes there real quick. Alright, so how's everyone doing there today? Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day. And also as well, I really hope you guys are enjoying the actual stream here. Again, it's something different that I haven't really done with you guys yet, so I'm definitely interested to see some feedback in regards to it. Head smash. I'm probably going to regret the horn drill. Layer and pack. Alright, there we go. We got our Nidorino. Next one is Krabby. Hypercutter, yes. Oh, we want to make this impish. We did, okay. Sport and Bubble. Awesome, good, glad to hear there, Marth. I'm glad that you're enjoying that, Manafi. Alright, Jolteon. I think I already have Jolteon done up, but we'll just make another one just in case. Jolteon, female. Timid. go. Jolteon. Jumpluff. What's the special Pokemon banned mode? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Marth. Do you want to just explain that to me, please? I apologize if I'm not understanding. Oh, on Battle Spot? Oh, for Battle Spot, special Pokemon that are banned means that like Cherish Ball pokes and stuff like that just can't be used. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Special attack is really garbage. Now, this Jumpluff could prove to be a problem. Splash. Oh, yeah, okay. No, we're good here. Alright, so according to that, that's legal. Fletchinder. We're going to make that Jolly. Gale Wings. Oh, that's not the item. Flyinium Z, there we go. Gale Wings. That stats. And Growl. Okay, now Espeon. It's the last poke. Magic Bounce. Hey, DJ Silva, how's it going there, bud? Glad you could join us there today. Shadow Ball. And Calm Mind. Okay, we need to... one more thing here. There we go. Espeon is also legal now. So I'm just going to fix up those pokes there, guys. Just give me one more moment here, and we'll get into some battles here with them. We'll see if this team actually works out against... Hintama Gaming. Oh. Alright, there we go. Let's export that game save. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could just click OK. Alright, now I wait for my console to pick up. There we go. I'm doing this over at network, so it's a little bit slower when you go to save your game. Silva, I mean, definitely, man. To be a streamer, you gotta have a beard, man. Gotta have a beard. Tiny Tournament Team 1. Alright, we'll give it a second there to get the save done. Alright. Alright, so let's see here. Hintama Gaming. If you could get your team ready, bud, that would be fantastic. We will get some Wi-Fi battles going here in just a sec. See if we can get some wins with the team here. Get some practice in while we're at it. All right, so I'm just going to save the notepad document here for just a sec. I'm going to get that game save imported, and we will get those battles on right away. So we're going to test out this tiny tournament team. If anybody has a tiny tournament team that would like to battle, be sure to let me know. Next thing you know, my video is probably going to be copyrighted for the whole Splatoon song here. Corey, did you watch the Microsoft E3 conference? I actually didn't. I skimmed through it though, and the reason I skimmed through it is because I heard that there was no Halo mentioned, so I didn't watch any of it. I did watch all of Nintendo's stuff there today though. I was definitely pretty happy with that. A lot of good content from Nintendo this year. Oh shit! I forgot to re-import my. Shoot! I forgot to re-import my game save. All right, just gonna be a sec there, guys. Alright, there we go. So we can actually just take that all the way there now. Yeah, I heard that there was a big like Microsoft update where it was like giving you 4K and stuff. I'm definitely interested to find out about the new Xbox for sure. I don't know. I'm just not feeling E3 this year. Just something about it. Alright, let's put these pokes in the party here. Alright. All these pokes should be good to go. All right, let's get connected up. Hey, Nate Dogg, how's it going there, bud? Glad you could join us. Did I just generate those pokes? I did, yeah. Not even gonna lie about it. Not even gonna lie about it. I don't have the patience to sit down and F-train all those pokes, guys. Don't have the patience. Most of the pokes I already have already. Like, I mean, all my Pokemon are level 100 battle ready anyway, so. Nate Dogg, we could definitely do some battles if you have a tiny tournament team. The tiny tournament teams would be for the tiny tournament that's coming up. That's the type of battles I would like to have there today. Alright, we're just gonna wait for Hintama Gaming here. It'll just be a second. I'm just getting connected up there, Hintama. Again, hopefully all these pokes are gonna be 100% fine, but I'm usually pretty quick at getting that stuff done too, so shouldn't be any problems. Nate Dogg, if you happen to have a team for the tiny tournament, I'd like to battle with the tiny tournament pokes there today. I'm basically gonna take the next couple of days to go through and practice those teams. And make any adjustments that are needed. But we'll get into regular battles there shortly after, too. Oh, nice! Original Xbox games are able to be played on the new Xbox? That's fantastic, dude. The Tiny Tournament, the signups actually start tomorrow. And, uh-oh. That's weird. Remember, it's double battles there, Hintama. If you could send me the double battle request, that'd be fantastic. And again, it's 4 versus 4. So yeah, the tournament's, the sign-up starts tomorrow, so on the 14th. And then on the, I can't remember when the date was here. Let me just pull that up real quick. The date that the tournament starts is on June 23rd to the 25th. And that's where you can get the Lopunny Knight and Gardevoirite. There was another one. Can't remember. Oh yes, Pokemon have to be smaller than 3 feet 3 inches. So it doesn't really leave you with a whole lot of Pokemon to use, but you know, it is there. Meters is 1 meter. So Pokemon have to be under 1 meter. And Legendary Pokemon, Mythical Pokemon, and Ultra Beasts are not allowed. Alright, let's see if this team works here. Alright, I'll decide the rules here. I'm pretty sure anything goes is fine. But we should use only 4 pokes. Actually, flat rules? Actually, yeah, let's battle with the double battle flat rules. Alright, so this is in practice, guys. We just built this team, so hopefully this team will work out for us. Alright, there we go. There's our pokes. There we are, getting through. Alright, good luck to you there, Hintama Gaming, and thank you very much for the practice match, bud. Much appreciated. Alright. Okay, so there's Mimikyu. Dugtrio, Rotom. Okay. So I want to... Alright, there we go. I'm excited to see how this works, guys. I'm actually kind of excited to see how this turns out. I'm going to turn off my bottom screen just for this one, just to see what happens. Now, if you guys have been here, you guys know that the team I have is built on stream here with you guys, and I'm battling with it right now. So hopefully it'll do okay. Any changes that have to happen, I'll make the changes, of course, and we'll get back into some more battles there. But if you guys have a tiny tournament team, just let me know. I'd like to see how I fare. Way to be on my side there, DJ Silva. All right, so James and Sakura are coming out. So we got Murkrow and we got Rotom. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, good protect. That is actually well thought up, actually. That Rotom's gonna wreak some havoc here. Pretty sure. I wonder. A Dark Pulse. Of course, Jump Left's going to be okay. There's a Volt Switch. Come on, survive, Nidorino. Oh, man. Going into Reaper. Oh! No! Mimikyu! Not a big Mimikyu fan, guys. Oh, he's so gonna set up. Okay. I have to think about Mimikyu too. He's such a big player in this game that I'm pretty sure all we're gonna see is Mimikyus. I just don't want to be the one to use Mimikyu, right? Okay, there's Shadow Claw. Oh, totally lost into Reno. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, Jumpluff. What the hell? Alright, let's see here if we can do something with this Krabby here. So he's going to withdraw the Murkrow. He's going to go back into his Rotom. Oh, okay, there's a play rough. Come on, Jumpluff. Come on. No! What are you doing? I've missed, like, almost all my moves. That hacks, man. That hacks. I don't know. Alright, so at least we broke the disguise on the Mimikyu. I don't know, I'm gonna have to rethink this, guys. I don't know if I can do anything to that Mimikyu. Hey, Hef, how's it going there, bud? Glad you could join us. Mimikyu is going to be a huge problem. Definitely going to be a problem. Ooh, Carbreak. Man, that Protect, guys. That Protect. Brutal stuff. Okay, let's go after the Carbreak here, maybe. Oh, actually, go back for a sec. We'll, we want to X-Scissor the Rotom, Energy Ball the Carbreak. Hey, Supersonic R, how's it going there, bud? Yeah, you can definitely battle if you'd like. We're doing some tiny tournament battles here at the moment. So that means that we're fighting with Pokemon that are under the height restriction of 1 meter. So this is the new tournament that's coming up, actually, from the Global Link. I don't have a battle list currently up because I don't think many people have a tiny tournament team, but ooh, it's going to be interesting. That really didn't do much to Reaper. Although there's type advantages, right? Disadvantages. Let's see here. We can definitely attack the Reaper. Let's see here. Yeah, you can definitely battle next there, Hef. Yep. If you have a tiny tournament team, we'll definitely see if we can get those battles underway. I'm just going to try a few battles out here with the tiny tournament, and then we'll see where we're at. But so far we've spent about, oh, good hour, maybe hour and a half building a team. Maybe. I think at least an hour, though. I think at least an hour. All right, there we go. Shadow Ball, take out that Mimikyu. Come on. No! Oh. Messing up my Krabby. Not good, guys. Not good. At least we get this Carbrink out of here. That's a plus. Back to Sakura. Back to the Rotom. Okay, we gotta get this Reaper out of here. Come on. I'm probably going to lose the Krabby to the Rotom. Probably. Alright, there we go. We're getting rid of that Mimikyu. Sweet. Alright. Uh-oh. Bloom Doom. Yeah, poor Krabby. It just didn't have a chance. All right, I think I can still do something to this Rotom though. I still have my Jolteon. We're gonna lose Jump Bluff though. I know that. Now, I should be able to outspeed that Rotom. I should be able to. The only Pokemon I think I really have to worry about in this whole tournament that's going to come up is Mimikyu, I think. We're setting up the Tailwind. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Take him out! No! Uh-oh. I don't know, guys. This is getting a little bit risky here. Okay, let's go for the hidden power onto the Rotom again. And then we have to worry about the Murkrow. Going for that Protect. Oh. I should have attacked the Murkrow. Tailwind definitely is going to be the fault to my team here right now. And Tama, you got a good team there, bud. I definitely have to practice with this one a lot more, I think. Figure out which one would be best to send out with who. But definitely a good match, but thank you, GG. Let's see what we can do up against Hef Nasty. Hef, if you have your team ready, if you could send me the battle request, that would be fantastic. And we'll get into that battle. I'm gonna save that. That was really good. I'm gonna try practicing against that team again, I think. Warning. You have run out of space for battle videos. Oh man, I got 100 battle videos on my verse recorder right now. Brutal. Sonic R, I'll give you a list. Here is to the, I think this is to the, I think that's to the rules. And list of Pokemon by height. So far, there is no actual official list, but that'll be out tomorrow. When the registration opens, that'll be the first thing that they pop up is the Pokemon available. So just know that Legendary Pokemon, Mythical Pokemon, and Ultra Beasts are not in the tournament. It's actually quite hard to figure out a team for this tournament, just because of the fact that a lot of these Pokemon you don't really use in battle. I mean, Jolteon and Espeon for sure. Hey, Nate Dogg, thank you very much for the follow, love, and support, man. Much appreciated. I'm not sure why my notifications aren't popping up here today. Super weird. Let's select the team here. Okay, party 1. All right, good luck, Hef. Have some fun, bud. I don't think that those will be allowed, to be honest there with you, Jubzen. Wait, what? I didn't think Ultra Beasts were allowed, Hef. I could be wrong, but... Okay, I'll go with the flow here. Let's see here. What is my best choice? That Kartana is going to be a problem. I think I just chose 3 physical attackers. I didn't think Chandelure was under 1 meter. Oh, technically it's in that category, yeah. It is right on the mark. Getting that Tailwind up as well. Oh man, I should have probably went for the Tailwind myself, but let's see if we can get rid of this Whimsicott here. Oh, nice. You got it sashed. Interesting. Overkill, probably. Oh man, that is brutal. Come on. Take that Sylveon. Well, that's definitely not going to be strong enough. Alright, Whimsicott's gone. Nice. All right, let's see what Hef's gonna bring out here next. At least we have his Whimsicott out. I mean, that's a big poke to take away. Could have been a huge problem. Ah, he's bringing out Chandelure. Okay. Sylveon for the Protect, of course, to take the fly. That's okay. That's a pretty bulky Chandelure. Wonder what the defense is like on a Chandelure. Or special defense is like. Oh, nice. Right into the Mayena. I'm just taking a look at Chandelure's information here. I didn't realize it was that bulky, you know? Yeah, 306 for special defense, 427 for special attack. That's interesting. Come on, be infatuated by love. Yes! Fantastic. Come on. That didn't really do much at all. Okay, we gotta get the Sylveon out of here. How the heck am I gonna do that? Come on. That is one bulky Sylveon, man. Kudos. I don't know if Fletchinder is really the right choice here. Can't seem to do... Oh, well, I mean, it did have an Intimidate. That is true, right? Come on, immobilized by love. Sweet. That is luck right there. I've never seen it go through that long. Let's go to Krabby. Sorry, Hef. I think I did this to you last time, bud. I think I did this to you last time. I don't know, Supersonic. From the notes that it says onto the site, it says that it says all mythical Pokemon and some legendary Pokemon are excluded. So according to this, legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon aren't allowed. But that's the way I read it, right? Okay, get the Sylveon out of here. There we go. Now, what is his last poke? Don't seem to remember it. I know, it does say some. The way that I read it, though, is that it was more like they weren't allowed, but then again, there's no way to confirm until tomorrow. But we'll see. Who knows if the what's it called? What's it called? The like Oxy, Mesprit. If those are allowed in the actual battle, then I very may possibly switch something around on the team here. Oh man, I should have went for the attract on Chandelure. Shoot. This is definitely not going to kill it. Get to Mythena. So close though. He's probably got Energy Ball on that Chandelure. Oh no, my Tailwind petered out. That's correct there, Supersonic. Our Pokemon from previous generations are allowed in the tournament. Yeah, there's the Energy Ball, boys. Bye-bye, Krabby. Oh, man. If he has Protect, I'm done. He may have Protect. I have to prepare myself for this. Okay, there we go. Alright, Chandelure's out. Now we just have to worry about surviving this Mythena. And this is probably going to really hurt. Live. Ah! Hef! Come on, man. Alright, GG, bud. Thank you very much for the battle. Alright, let's see. That was a really good team, man. Sorry about all the attracts. But yeah, no, I am sorry. I hate to do that to you because you're one of those battlers that just never does that stuff, and I always feel cheap for doing it. But in some ways, I got it, man. I got it. All right, so that is the second battle. Now, I think if I did things a little bit differently and had a little bit more of a practice, might turn out a little bit differently. Might be better. Don't tell me you were multitasking while we were battling their Hef. Makes me feel bad. All right. We're going to do some more battles there at another time. Just a sec here.